Chain in your watch, I need all that, all that. M's in the bank, I need all that. So run it, man.
There is a diverse and an inherent relationship between humans and animals that can be traced back to cave paintings in France tens of thousands of years ago. From wild animals to domestic and livestock as well, animals play an essential part in our day-to-day lives. They're our companions, our protectors, and our prey. Today, as seen through our compassionless exploitation of greyhound dogs and animal treatment within zoos, there is no doubt that we have no regard for their livelihood. We lack compassion for these species and take them for granted, using their pain and suffering for our monetary benefit and personal enjoyment. On the other hand, we have found great companions in dogs that are mutually beneficial relationships. Animals such as therapy dogs provide support for any array of humans from students to soldiers. Animal-human connection is a very broad topic because of the mistreatment of animals on one side and the loving relationships on the other. This proves how humans create their relationships with these animals solely based on their cultural values and morals. The origins of greyhound racing date back to 1876 in England, and since then it has spread across the globe. While greyhound racing might be exciting to watch, the treatment of these beautiful animals has been swept under the rug for years due to its impact on the gambling industry. The systematic abuse of these dogs is quite clear, as if a hound doesn't win or place in one of their first 6 races, they are sentenced to an early death as they are not deemed fast enough to compete. Just in Australia, it's estimated that over 18,000 are killed every year, with 8,000 being puppies. Those that are not considered fast enough to compete at a high level aren't glorified, as they are subjected to serious injuries along with head trauma during these intense and dangerous races. The stakes are so high that there are rumors of dogs being drugged with anabolic steroids, caffeine, and even cocaine to increase their chances of winning. The mistreatment even extends to other animals during their training with live baiting. Trainers will tie rodents to strings on the back of carts and drag these live animals around until the greyhounds are able to chase them down and kill them. These compassionate animals are treated as possessions, deprived of connection to other animals or humans, and often locked in pens for 23 hours a day.
Hi Mary, I got a quick couple questions for you. Do you know anything about greyhound racing?
I know a little bit, but I wouldn't say I'm very knowledgeable.
If I were to tell you that they live bait these dogs, pump them with steroids and even cocaine before races, would that change your opinion?
I would definitely never go to one of these games. I almost went to a match on Saturday actually, and I decided against it because I thought the conditions might be a little inhumane. But now I know. Thank you for telling me.
Of course. Thank you.
Although there are many benefits in the relationship between humans and animals for both parties, there are certain times when humans abuse their power to promote profit and commercialism. This can best be seen with zoos. When zoos first began in the 18th century during the Age of Enlightenment, they were meant to provide scientific knowledge as a center for animal research. However, modern zoos exist primarily for profit. As a result, it all comes down to getting people in the door by providing them with the best experience possible. Zoos, more often than not, are located in the middle of cities to allure the mass of a population. Real estate in these areas are going to be more expensive than the outskirts, which most directly affects the living quarters of these animals. There are many instances in zoos where animal abuse is occurring, the animals are depressed or filled with drugs so that they do not hurt the public. While some zoos protect wildlife and they advertise their main priority to be wildlife conservation, they contribute very little, and the vast majority of animals at zoos are not even on the endangered species list. Moreover, animals that are born in captivity have poor survival chances if released back into the wild. Zoos have also proven not to have a statistically significant impact on children becoming animal conservationists. As well as little efforts made by zoos for wildlife conservation, the animals go through psychological harm being placed in captivity for so long. This has become known as zoochosis. Next time you find yourself at a zoo waiting in anticipation and excitement to see some animals, think about how those animals would be better off in their natural habitats where they are not being used for humans' capitalist purposes.
Bring fire to a false flag plotter. Got it by the one.
Hi, Sonia. I got a couple quick questions to ask you. First, do you have any pets?
I do. I have 4 pets.
Really? 4 pets? What kind of animals are they?
So I have 2 dogs. They're both Morkies, which is a Maltese and a Yorkie, and one is Odie, and the other one's Chloe. And they are super sweet. And then I have 2 turtles. Well, I guess one is an aquatic turtle. It's a red-eared snapper. And then I have a tortoise, and his name is Rocky.
Sweet. Do they provide you any emotional support? Happy, sad, mixed?
Yeah, for sure. My dogs are really sweet, and they can totally tell when you're sad. And they will sit with you, and you can't be sad with the dog next to you.
Perfect. Thank you.
Everybody loves story dogs. The children, the volunteers, the teachers, the principals, and even the dogs.
Boys, do you all read to Nora?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And who loves Nora the best? So, when Nora comes to school, who gets to go first? Who wants to go first? Oh. Do you feel special?
And the kids love it. The kids just love it.
Story Dogs is a literacy program that sends dogs to children to have reading partners, and it's helped 2,500 children each week get over their fear of reading and the confidence to improve their literacy skills. I know that when I have my dog around me, I feel much more calm, and his presence is a present. For our domestic pets, there is a mutualistic, symbiotic relationship that provides emotional, psychological, and physical interactions that are beneficial to both parties. Animal therapy began with the ancient Greeks using horses to help the severely ill. Since then, many other cultures have used animals for therapeutic purposes. Formal animal therapy began in the 1960s. It has been shown that dogs reduce the risk of developing heart disease in their owners. People who have had a heart attack can greatly reduce their risk of another one by adopting a pet. Pets also provide a calming energy while increasing self-esteem and self-worth. They can also reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression while combating feelings of loneliness and isolation. Having a pet has shown many positive results in people with autism, depression, anxiety, schizophrenia, and addiction. Dogs also increase the production of oxytocin in humans, which allows humans to trust easier. So next time you are dealing with those trust issues y'all got, you just gotta get a trusty dog by your side. Specifically in America, after suffering through the trauma of mass shootings at schools, some schools have implemented a program where dogs used to bring a sense of calmness into the schools. After an event such as a shooting at school, many students are understandably scared to go back, but these dogs have helped in a huge way to get these kids back to feeling safe at their schools. They also increase school attendance, social confidence, and improve motivation in students.
Oh no.
Thank you guys for watching.